Hi, I'm so and so. I am the hiring manager at Classy Girl Cupcakes. I will be completing your interview today. I'm just gonna go through a few questions and you can answer them how you would like. And at the end, I will be submitting them off to my boss and letting you know if we think you are a valid candidate. Perfect, sounds good. So, to start off with, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? I'm Alessandra. I currently work at Nothing Bundt Cakes. I've been there for about 5 years. I am currently the manager there. I also am a student at UWM and I am a finance major. Awesome. As you mentioned, being at Nothing Bundt Cakes, is there a reason as to why you are looking for a different position? I'm just looking for a change in environment. I do have a lot of skills that I gained from my current bakery, and I would like to just try applying it to a different bakery as this is the only one I've ever worked at. And I would just love to meet new people and get to know a new team and just see how my skills apply to different atmospheres. That sounds great. And what interests you specifically about this position? I just think it sounds really fun. At Nothing Bundt Cakes, I started as a froster and moved on to a baker, and I feel as though this position is the perfect one for me as I have this field of work in my experience, and I feel like I could bring a lot to the table and a lot to your business with my skills and my work traits that I feel like would really add to a good team. Okay, nice. And what would you consider your strengths and weaknesses? I feel like some of my strengths would include my time management. I feel like I'm really good on time management. I feel like I use my time very well and I know how to apply it to my everyday work and just know which tasks to complete first and which to complete last. And I do also feel like I'm very punctual. I like to be on time. I like to make sure that I am doing what I'm supposed to do. I feel very team oriented as well. I do work really well with teams as well as independent, obviously, but I feel like I'm mostly team oriented and I'm very good with people, which makes me super personable. I do feel like my personable traits come with customers as well as employees. I feel like I can use that in both aspects. Some of my weaknesses would probably include my attention to detail. I feel as though although some might not feel like that is a weakness, I feel like that is a weakness for myself just because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and obviously with perfectionist comes time. I don't want to feel like I'm spending a whole lot of time on one task, but being a perfectionist, I feel like I do tend to spend a lot of time on one task and make sure everything is right and correct. I do also feel another weakness of mine is delegating tasks just because like I said, I'm team oriented, so I feel like we should all work as a team rather than doing our separate roles. Although that might come in handy sometimes, I feel with a bakery business, you have to work in teams because there are so many aspects to the bakery and a lot of roles that need to be played, and all together it works and you get the job done. And I feel like that might be considered a weakness because that is more independent work, but I just feel like a team is the best way to go. Very, very good. And how would you handle a high pressure situation? As I do work at a bakery currently, I do understand that certain days get busier than others, and I feel like on those high pressure busy days, I feel like I work really well and I try to guide people and continue to work in a good mindset, keep the environment light and friendly, and I feel as though when I'm in stressful situations, I'm very good at handling them and making sure that everybody else feels that as well. And I don't like to apply my high pressure stress within myself to other people because I don't want other people to also feel that way as well. And what about a high pressure situation with a customer? As I am a manager currently at Nothing But Cakes, I deal with a lot of high pressure situations with customers, so I do feel like I am very good at handling them in general. I would first deal with the situation, understand what they are trying to communicate with me, find out what the problem is, and then go from there. And I could go one of two ways. I can either try to handle it myself, offer as much as I can to help the customer, and try to make the situation a little bit more positive as opposed to heated or negative. And then if I can't handle a situation, then I would go to option two and I'll go straight to the manager or straight to the person in charge and have them guide me in the process, let me know what I need to do to help the situation, or just have them handle it and try to make the situation a little bit better. Okay, that's very, very good. And where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I see myself graduating college and hopefully working a stable job, whether that be in this bakery currently or at a different job that I may want to get out some experience. And I do also have plans to open my own business, so I hope that my plans are all set and I hope to continue that journey as well. I don't feel as though my business will open right after 5 years, but I hope that my plan is all written out and thought out, and really just try to make my connections and try to work towards a good journey with that particular business. Congratulations on the idea. That's really, really great. So, lastly, why should I consider you for this position? I believe you should consider me for this position because I'm super hardworking and extremely loyal. As you can see, I've been at Nothing But Cakes for about 5 years now. I feel as though I am loyal to not only my employer, my job, but also just in general. I feel very, very positive. I feel confident that I can bring a lot to the table and I can help your business thrive, as I want to see you guys thrive and I would love to be a part of that and meet new people. And I just think I would be a very, very good addition, and I feel like I have a lot to offer. Awesome. Well, that would conclude my questions. Do you have any questions for me at all? I do actually have a few questions. My first one would be, what is the work environment like on a day-to-day basis? That's a great question. The environment is super light and friendly. It's very healthy and upbeat. I wouldn't say it's really toxic. Everyone really gets along. The area is just so small, you kind of have to get along with everybody. So I would just say it's very lighthearted and friendly. Everyone has different personalities, but they all just mesh together into a really, really good, hardworking team. That is exactly what I'm looking for in a work environment. My last question would be, is there any opportunities to move up in positions at all? Absolutely. There are plenty of opportunities to move up. Obviously, that comes with time and comes with working with the team and getting a little bit more experience, but that is definitely a possibility, and I feel as though you could definitely achieve that, especially being a manager at your current job right now. Awesome. I love the sound of that. All right, I think that would complete my questions and conclude the interview. Like I said, I'll send it off to the boss and he'll reach out to you. Thank you. It was nice to meet you. You as well. Have a great day.